Today, we become legends.
Smite's next god has been officially confirmed as Martichoras. There's been a lot of fanfare in the community ever since the Manticore showed up in data mining back in 2022, over 4 months ago, and whether you like the idea of him or would have preferred a different monster make it into the game, he's coming, it's official. So here's a quick update on everything we know so far and what to expect. Some of this is official info and some is data mining, some is also my own speculation, so if you don't want to get spoiled then proceed with caution. So first up we have a new cinematic trailer for Martichoras confirming him as the Manticore King and showing his visual design, which looks pretty sick in my opinion. I love the jade accents on his claws, tail and horns. It adds a nice burst of colour to a model that for the most part is quite brown and grey, just by the nature of the kind of monster he is. We also see that what is almost certainly one of his abilities in this trailer with the barbs he launches at the poor minion trying to fight him off. These barbs share the same jade colour, which looks awesome, and the data mining we've gathered so far has an ability that lists a deployable ult that reduces physical protections, which sounds like it will be this barrage of barbs. The data mining also confirms him as a hunter with a basic attack steroid that his next basic attack fires an explosive spike that roots, reduces healing, and presumably explodes either on contact or on a delay and deals area damage. In previous mining we saw a line that referenced explosive barbs that stick into people, which looks a lot like what we're seeing in the teaser cinematic, minus the explosive part of course, but it's possible they just didn't show that in the trailer. Martichoras' passive gives him power, lifesteal, and ability lifesteal while slowing and having stacks of some kind. This sounds pretty insane depending on the numbers. It's similar to Sol passive in that it gives 3 very useful stats, and if the numbers are high this could be really strong. His basic attack also interacts with this by doing bonus damage over time when you're at max passive stacks, which presumably will take some kind of barbs that stick into the target or something and make them bleed or burn or something like that, which causes the damage over time on them. And finally, we don't have too much data mined info on his 3, but it will be a deployable of some kind that increases movement speed for him and his allies. It will likely do more than just this, but it's likely to be one aspect of his 3. There was also a line in Ishtar's mining that suggested a deployable that increases movement and attack speed in an area, and she has nothing like this, so it's possible this line was actually for Martichoras, and his 3 will be a movement and attack speed buff in an AoE. There's also been some cryptic Smite game tweets, one that reads, "A true king knows not only when to strike loudly, but also when to move in silence. Sometimes the greatest victories are the ones that go unseen." This to me sounds like a stealth ability of some kind, and my guess is that he will create a stealth field where him and maybe his allies as well become stealth from the outside, but anyone on the inside can see them. Basically the same as the bushes and mist we've had before, but on an ability. This would also make sense because they were removed for the year 10 map and might be added in as a Martichoras ability, but this is all speculation on my part. This could potentially be on the 3 where you create like an area and you have increased movement and attack speed while in that area and people from outside can't see you, something like that. The teaser trailer was tweeted with the message, "The strongest and oldest of his kind, the first Manticore has come to stalk the jungle and carve a savage path across the battleground. Dominate and devour all who cross your path as a Manticore." Such a direct reference to stalking the jungle has to mean he's either a hunter designed directly for the jungle, or at the very least one designed for both ADC and jungle, similar to how they marketed Cern on us at release. Though hopefully more successful this time. Cern has never really been a jungler. This could just be a reference to Manticores being a jungle camp, but to me this is so direct and it makes me think he will be designed with the jungle in mind. But from the mining we know almost for certain that he will be a hunter. There's also been more than one reference to him eating or devouring things, so he might possibly have an ability relating to eating minions or possibly even gods, but this is even heavier speculation than the rest of these tweet threads. But yeah, that's everything we know about Martichoras so far. We'll be getting full kit info on Wednesday this week with the patch notes, and I'll be making a god overview for that, so don't forget to subscribe so you can catch that one when it drops. We might also get a dev update tomorrow since we often see one of those a closer look posts like one day before the patch notes drop. But yeah, don't forget to drop a like before you leave, and I'll catch you guys in another one later on. Have a great day, and peace out you nerds.